It's great to have you back on our channel. Don't forget that this is your safe place. How have you been feeling lately as a highly sensitive person? Is there anything specific that you would like to discuss or any questions you have? I'm here to support you in any way I can. If you are a highly emotionally sensitive person, you may often feel like you're walking a tightrope between feeling deeply connected to the world around you and feeling overwhelmed by it. You may feel things more intensely than others, whether it's the brightness of a room or the sadness of a friend. It's important to recognize that your sensitivity is not a weakness or a flaw. It's a unique trait that can allow you to connect with others on a deep and meaningful level. However, it's also important to practice self-care and set boundaries to avoid becoming overwhelmed. You may struggle with saying no or setting boundaries as you don't want to hurt others' feelings, but it's important to prioritize your own needs and take care of yourself, even if it means saying no or taking a step back from a situation. I once had a close friend who was highly emotionally sensitive. She would often feel overwhelmed in social situations and would struggle with anxiety and depression. But at the same time, she had this amazing ability to connect with others on a deep and personal level, and her empathy was unmatched. Through my friendship with her, I learned the importance of being patient and understanding. I had to provide her with a safe and supportive environment where she could express her emotions without fear of judgment or criticism. It wasn't always easy, but seeing her thrive and grow was more than worth it. Through this experience, I gained a deeper understanding of what it means to be highly sensitive, and I came to appreciate the unique gifts and challenges that come with it. Are you someone who identifies as a highly emotionally sensitive person? If so, I want to let you know that you're not alone. There are many others out there who share your experiences and struggles, and we want to create a safe and welcoming space for you to open up and feel heard. So hold on to your hats, my dears. This video is going to be a roller coaster ride of emotions, but in a good way. If you're someone who identifies as a highly emotionally sensitive person, then you're in for a treat. And if you're not quite sure if you're highly sensitive, that's okay too. Stick around and watch anyways. Who knows, you might learn something new. So buckle up, grab some snacks, and let's dive into the wonderful world of highly sensitive individuals. Did you know that introverts make up a considerable portion of the world's population, ranging from 1/3 to half? It's great that we're starting to recognize and celebrate the unique set of traits and tendencies that come with introversion, including, even though sensitive individuals may be perceived as a minority in our society, we should appreciate their important contributions. It's critical to understand and accommodate their needs, as they can offer so much insight and creativity to our world. Remember, being an HSP is a gift, not a weakness. Have you ever felt like your sensitivity wasn't appreciated or even seen as abnormal? As highly sensitive people, HSPs, it's not uncommon to experience low self-esteem when we're told to toughen up or stop being so sensitive. We're here to raise awareness about the unique experiences of HSPs and promote more acceptance towards our sensitive natures. Did you know that around 70% of introverts are also HSPs? It's a significant overlap between the two personality types, which highlights the importance of understanding and embracing our sensitivity. If you find that you experience the following signs, you might be a highly sensitive person. First of all, you tend to feel things deeply and react emotionally. Others may even call you deep because of the insightful observations you provide. But don't worry, that's just one of the many characteristics of being an HSP. They are intuitive and tend to process things on a deeper level. We care deeply about others and can feel their pain when they're going through a tough time. This helps us stay open-minded and empathetic, as we're able to put ourselves in their shoes and understand their perspective. Another telltale sign that you might be a highly sensitive person is if you prefer to exercise alone. HSPs often feel uneasy with others watching their every move, which can make team sports a bit intimidating. But don't worry, there are plenty of fun and exciting options out there for solo workouts. In fact, many HSPs find that they gravitate towards activities like hiking, running, and cycling, which give them the chance to reflect and recharge. Have you ever found yourself taking forever to decide what to order at a restaurant, even though you already know what you want? I know you have. As highly sensitive people, we tend to weigh all our options and explore every possibility, even for small decisions like that. The same thing can happen when it comes to bigger decisions, like choosing a career or deciding where to live. We can get overwhelmed and paralyzed by the potential outcomes, and it can feel like we're stuck in indecision forever. But the truth is, taking the time to consider all the options is just part of our HSP nature. You also might have a knack for picking up on the little things that others miss. You know that feeling when you notice someone's new haircut before anyone else does? That's your sensitivity at work. You're super tuned in to your surroundings and the people around you, which means you're quick to spot changes. You might notice things like a new piece of jewelry or a small crack in the sidewalk that others might not even see. And you know what? That's totally awesome. Your sensitivity is what makes you such a caring and empathetic person. One thing that's common among HSPs is that they have a strong sense of conscientiousness and good manners. You really care about how you present yourself and how your actions affect those around you. You're always thinking about how you can make things easier and more convenient for others, and you put a lot of effort into even the smallest things, like putting things back where you found them when you're shopping. And when you're out at a restaurant, you always make sure to thank your waiter and leave a good tip. It just makes you feel better to know that you're being polite and courteous to those around you. You may sometimes struggle with anxiety or depression, especially if you've had a lot of difficult experiences in the past. As an HSP, your nervous system is wired to be more sensitive and reactive to your environment. This can make you more prone to feeling anxious or down, especially if you've experienced a lot of negative events in your life. But don't worry, you're not alone. Many highly sensitive people face these challenges, and there are ways to cope and overcome them. And how about movies? So you're telling me that you're not a fan of violence or horror movies? I hear you, my friend. I mean, who needs all that blood and gore in their life? If you're someone who tends to get overly stimulated by these types of movies, you're definitely not alone. And while some folks might enjoy the thrill of a good scare, there's absolutely nothing wrong with saying no thanks to the whole horror genre. Trust me, your nervous system will be doing a happy dance when you make the decision to skip the horror flick and opt for something a bit less intense. So let's find you a movie that won't leave you hiding under the covers all night, shall we? So, my fellow highly sensitive friend, you know what's great about being part of a team? Our deep thinking abilities and attention to detail make us pretty darn valuable. We're able to analyze situations and figure out how to utilize everyone's strengths and talents to help the team work more efficiently. Now, I know decision-making might not be our strong suit, but that's totally okay. We can still play a key role in facilitating discussions and helping to find solutions that work for everyone. And hey, with a little encouragement and practice, who knows? Maybe we'll become the next great leader, using our empathy and open-mindedness to inspire our team to greatness. Are you someone who feels everything a little more deeply than others? Do you find that you often get caught up in overthinking when it comes to making decisions? That's why we've created a video packed with practical tips and tricks to help you break free from decision paralysis and start taking action. click on this video now.